Yo, what is up everyone? Back here with another video. Today we're going to be doing a special video. We're going to be doing a best of 3 versus Matteo Agostini. Really like solid Italian player. He streams as well. Super cool dude. We're good friends. It's fun to always pit myself against other players, especially in a best of 3 scenario. We're going to be using this Cherrim team that I built. Maybe I'll decide when I get into game. I could change my mind, which in that case I'll just swap over to like Evaltalization. But like, yeah, no, I'm like excited to play. I always enjoy the kind of competitiveness of like a best of 3 with a friend or something. Kind of getting that match done. So I'm super looking forward to it. No, not like trade battle. I also feel like he's probably bringing Kyogre. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I just woke up like right before recording this because we had scheduled a time and I like purposely set my alarm to wake up at said time. So boom. All right, and then let's get some tunes going. I guess I like listening to Spotify while I play. It's like nice to chill. All right, but yeah, no. I don't know. Like I'm looking forward to the match. I feel like for the most part that like Mateo's a solid player, right? A very capable player, so I think we'll have a good set. Last time we played, it ended up being a best of 5 and ended up losing. So I definitely like to win this one. But yeah, let me tell him good luck and fun. Fun. All right. Series 12. Boom. It's dope. All right. Let's see. Do we want to do Cherrim or do we want to do Evaltalization? Let's do Cherrim. We built this team, so we might as well give it a spin, right? I mean, worst case, we lose, right? I mean, obviously, I'd like to not lose, but it's good to play other teams too. And I actually had a whole bunch of videos recorded with this team that I wasn't able to put up because I had audio issues on the videos. So it's kind of annoying. So I'm kind of glad that we at least get the opportunity to maybe showcase the team. All right, so we have Kyogre, Zacian, Ensign, Grimmsnarl, Ferrothorn, and Thundurus. Alright, sounds reasonable. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go with the Groudon Zacian lead, and then we're going to have Cherrim in the back. Cherrim's just really good because what we can do here is we can buff up our Zacian and do more damage. Our last slot is kind of a choice between like a couple of the other slots. We could even probably go with the Thundurus lead here even. I'm kind of wondering about that, because what we could do is we could lead Groudon plus Thundurus, right? Have the weather control, swap in Cherrim, go for Airstream, and then like kind of leverage that instead. I kind of like that, honestly. We have like manual sunny days as well. We'll do that. We'll do that. I actually feel pretty decent with that. We could go with something like Ensign, right? But like, the thing is I feel like Zacian doesn't get led here, and if it does even, like, it's still fine because we have Ground on the lead. I also don't think Kyogre is in the lead as well, right? So, but we'll see. I'm a big fan of Cherrim. I want to make it work so bad. This is max speed Cherrim with Sunny Day as well. So kind of an interesting set. But we'll see. Alright. What is the lead? Zacian Thunders. Okay, so pretty much let's say a pretty even lead, I guess, for the most part. We have to kind of think about what we want to do here, right? Because theoretically, they could just like double target us in our Thunder slot. So let's see. I honestly think here you go for an Airstream and like a Blades maybe into the Zacian slot. You could also go for a Quake and kind of play it that way, right? Like you have a couple of options. I just feel like the damage is probably going in the Groudon here, right? Right, we're gonna go for a Blades here, and we're gonna go for an Airstream. I feel like this is the most reasonable way to approach the turn. I know there is a chance that we get Behemoth Bladed here, but we kind of want to just, like, attack into Zacian here and potentially remove it, because that would put us in a solid position. If this doesn't go so hot for us, what we're going to do game 2 is we're going to lead Venusaur, because Venusaur has Koba Berry, right? So it's a little bit better off here. And then leverage the Groudon Max instead. We'll see. We'll also get to find out the Thundurus' item, whether it's Life Orb or something else. That'll kind of give us an idea of whether we should be worried about a Lum or not. Wonder if support Thundurus would be good on this team, actually, the more I think about it. The reason why I was running offensive Thundurus was because, you know, Defiant, but, like, actually, the more I think about it, what if this were support Thundurus? It would be kind of cool. Okay. Okay, curious to see what they do there. Alright, our Thundurus goes first, that's fine. Do they airstream into our Thundurus? Because if they airstream into our Thundurus, then we're in range of a Behemoth Blade. The crit's nice. Okay. Alright, a bit tricky. We could definitely just Precipice Blades into Zacian here and just get the KO, and I'd be pretty content with that. Let's see. I genuinely just think you go for Blades here, right? And then you protect. Or Max Guard, rather. Because, like, even if a double goes into Groudon, for example, right? Like, is that even that bad, you know? It also lets us see if it's substitute. Because, like, here, what realistically, we want to pick up Zacian, right? So that we don't have to worry about it, like, killing our Thundurus. The only scary thing would be whether or not it, like, basically, if they swap into Kyogre on the Zacian slot, that would be pretty bad, right? Like, that's something we don't want to happen. We also just need to outlive this Thundurus Max, and as long as we do that, we can win the game, so. That's, like, the main thing. We'll see if Behemoth Blade goes in. Behemoth Blade does go into slot. That's really good for us. Precipice Blade should just pick up. Unless we miss. Shouldn't have even said that. Now I'm gonna miss. Alright. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, so that's really good for us. That actually puts us in a pretty phenomenal spot, I'd say. The one thing we have to be careful of is how fast the Ogre is. We should be able to outspeed the Kyogre unless it's Scarf, but if it's Scarf, then, I mean, we'll just cry about it, right? Like, you can't really do anything if it's Scarf. We have a Zacian, too, in the back, right? So, we can do something there. Removing their Zacian was, like, the #1 thing, honestly, to, like, do. That was, like, the key to kind of winning the game. But yeah, if we get Groudon and Zacian in the right spot, like, we should be fine. So, alright, we're going to swap into Cherrim here. Cherrim's the most expendable out of the group. And then we just go for a Lightning here, get some damage into the Ogre. Ideally, obviously, we'd be able to connect it into it. We'll have to see. I mean, I would love to KO this Ogre outright, you know. But I doubt that Matteo's going to let me do that. Basically, we're just setting up so once we KO Ogre, you know, we can kind of win with the last few Pokemon. So we should be. I feel like we're in a pretty okay spot here, given that we removed Zacian. Like, getting the chip there was actually, like, huge because it allowed us to put it into range of, like, dying the Precipice Blades. Because typically Zacian will survive with, like, a little bit of health on the calculation. So it was kind of helpful, actually, to get that extra bit of damage. Okay, Ogre comes out. Incineroar comes out, that's fine. We're going to KO Incin right here, actually, probably. This will be good because we'll have Weather Dominance, which means that Groudon should just be able to win for us. I didn't take Incin here because I didn't really want to proc the Thundurus. Lightning comes out here. We should live this. Yeah, we actually take that pretty well. Not bad, not bad. Alright, Lightning should just KO Incin here, I'm pretty sure. It actually lives. That's kind of impressive, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, here, honestly, we just click Wild Charge and Protect. Like, there's no reason for us to jeopardize our, jeopardize anything in the back, right? I feel like this is a very safe, like, Wild Charge and, like, just Protect. So, Protect, Wild Charge. If we get Wild Charge back, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we're in a pretty okay spot here, to be quite honest. Party shot comes out. Alright, perfect. Alright, we're in a really good position now, right? Because we just get in Zacian. Zacian's pretty threatening itself. So. Like, even though Thunders is faster, it actually makes no difference. Ensign's in Pollen Puff range too as well, so that's like nice. Yeah, we just play rough here. Like, if it attacks, then good for us. If, like, it flies, then whatever. Doesn't really make a difference. I mean, what did they do here? Like, how did they come back? Yeah, I don't think they can come back, right? Because realistically here, we just click Pollen Puff and Ensign, KO it, and then if they swap into Ogre, they get chips, so it doesn't really make a difference. And then for Thunder should just get KO'd unless they fly, but if they fly, then they're pretty susceptible next turn, and, you know, you could just swap in Groudon if they bring in something like the Ogre. So yeah, it should be fine. Yep, that should just be a KO right there. Nice. Okay. The thing here, all we do is we swap into Groudon because this is the safest play we can make, right? To reduce the damage and take the fly, and then we just go for a play rough into the Thunder slot. We reduce the power of like Scarf Water Spout or anything, then we get Cherrim back in. We can Pollen Puff spam into our own Zacian. We should still KO Thunders here, even if it flies. Or even if, what's it called? Like, regardless of the situation, I should say. Okay, Groudon gets Citrus. Perfect, we connect Play Rough, that's really good for us. Origin Pulse comes out, we should be able to take that. Also, this means it's not Scarf. So now we know that information confirmed. I know I was playing, like, scared of the Scarf the whole time, but, like, it's actually really important information because, like, a random Scarf Ogre can, like, really mess you up. I'm just gonna Sacred Sword. Actually, no, I'm gonna Behemoth Blade so I don't reveal extra information. He might just forfeit. Yeah, he forfeits. I think that we put ourselves in a pretty solid position overall, so I'm pretty happy with how that like first game went. Thunder's Max looked a little scary, but it ended up working out to where we were able to remove it immediately, so that was kind of nice. Okay, so going into game two, I feel like there might be an adjustment there. I know Ensign's in the back, right? Maybe Ensign doesn't come to the game because Ensign wasn't that great for them. I could see Grimmsnarl being an adjustment in the lead, right? I kind of want to go with Groudon Zacian lead, and I kind of want to have the Thundurus, or not the Thundurus, but I want the Cherrim in the back for sure. I'm debating about the Thundurus in the back. So Thundurus was really good. I could see it as a late game Dynamax working again, so I kind of want to keep it. The main reason why I want to have Cherrim here is so basically I can always thread in their Thundurus by swapping in Cherrim and Behemoth Blading it because it will always one-shot it because of the attack boost, right? So you can have like a cute way to like get a double KO there, you know? So. Or not double KO, but like a cute way to get a KO. Kind of curious to see where the adjustment's going to be. Could even bring Pharaoh. Yeah, I just feel like overall, like, the archetype that we're using is, like, interesting because theoretically into Ogre teams, like, it matches up pretty decently, especially because of the Manual Sunny Day, you know? But it's cool to see it, like, in practice, you know? Like, Cherrim's just a cool Pokemon. I think that realistically, their best option into me is probably Zacian Ogre again, right? Like, Thunder's felt fine for them. I just think it's maybe about how it's leveraged. They might even just go with the same thing. Okay. Who's faster? If my Groudon's slower, then we're in a good spot. But if that's a slow, bulky Kyogre, then we underspeed, which is not good. Ooh, it's slow Ogre. Okay, that's really good information to know. I actually wasn't sure whether it was going to be slow or not. Okay. Okay, I have a risky idea, but it might work out. It might just work out. I'm gonna play really aggressive this turn, actually. I'm gonna play, like, incredibly aggressive. I might get punished for it, but, like, I'm a game up. If they go for, like, something like a Calm Mind, if for some reason it's Calm Mind Ogre, or if they try and play it a bit more passive without maxing their Ogre, we can just set up to get a double KO here. And even if they do max and they take heavy damage, they could potentially just die. Because, like, if they click Thunder Wave, they're not getting a Reflect Up, right? And, like, Groudon's going first, so... I think it's worth the risk. They are maxing Ogre. Yeah, if we get a KO here, that would be huge. Like, that would actually probably, like, completely shift this game. Because then they're just down to their Zacian, right? I feel like Thunder Wave is definitely coming out, though. Okay, Reflect comes out. That's good to know. Okay. Let's see. Geyser comes out. We should take this. I mean, it is a Groudon with Max Geyser. Oh no, it's on the Zacian. Okay, cool. He's probably gonna assume we protect, so I'm just gonna play really aggro here, actually. I know I'm, like, definitely not respecting the Grim, like, the Kyogre here, but, like, there's a really good chance that there's just a target in the Groudon. So. Okay, Quick comes out, that's fine. Yeah, the Quakes here are nice. We have to be careful, because, like, obviously that's a ton of damage to take on our Groudon. Alright. Here's my plan. We're going to bring in Cherrim here. We're going to Quake into the Ensign. I think what's going to happen here is that the Kyogre is going to obviously stay in, click Geyser into the Groudon, and there's going to be a Flare Blitz or just a Fake Out Inundation. Okay, so it's Sugar Berry, which is good to know. Okay. I would say this isn't like the best position. Okay. Flare Blitz? Parting Shot. Okay, interesting. So Zacian just like wasn't respected there. I feel like maybe what's it called? We should have just played aggressive with the Zacian here. Because it might have just been able to get like us a KO in combination with Groudon, but I wasn't really expecting like, I guess, the Zacian disrespect is the way I would put it. Okay, honestly, I kind of want to just click Manual Sunny Day and Blades. Like, what's worst case, you know? I don't think there's any drawback. I have to hope I outspeed, actually, the opposing Zacian here anyways. So that's, like, the win con we have to set up for. Okay, that works out. Okay, expected a passive play, so it works out. We should break sub here. Okay. Sub fades, that's good. Here, we need to play carefully, right? So I kind of want to get Thundurus in the right spot, but we also need to be cautious. I kind of want to just go for a Blades here, I think. First with Blades, and then Protect. Right, because T-Wave, yeah. T-Wave for sure wants to go into that slot. I definitely think we're not gonna have a fun time this game. Like, the problem is Thunder Wave can just come out, so we kind of have to bring in this, right? Alright, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try and remove the Grim. Removing the Grim is like our best bet to win the game, to be quite honest. So, we're gonna focus on that. KOing Grim is like ideal. Thunder Wave, yep. Is that gonna go into Thundurus? No, it's gonna go into Cherrim, okay. Or Sash, so that's good. That works out. Just misses the KO. Yeah, this is pretty bad now, I'd say. Originally, it looked like it was going to be okay, but yeah, this is pretty bad now. I think we Helping Hand and target into this. Hope we get the KO. If we get KO'd here, then we just lose. I mean, to be honest, Ray, we probably already lost the game. It's going to go into Thundurus, probably. If we live, that'd be cool. No, yeah. I'm not particularly surprised about that. Alright, game 3 time. I could honestly see them just bringing the same mode. Again, I don't think I bring Cherrim this time. I think I need to bring the Venusaur. Like, Venusaur is better into the screens mode, and I can pressure a bit more. Honestly, what it more so depends on is whether or not I think they bring Thundurus. If I think they're bringing Thundurus, then it's a bit trickier. But, I don't think they're going to bring Thundurus. That was a good game too. I mean, we're kind of going back and forth this set, right? So, kind of interesting. Alright. So, maxing Grout on turn 1 was definitely not the play. I will say that much. Alright, so we have two options with how we want to approach this. We either bring Cherrim, right? We bring Cherrim to the match, and we go for Sunny Days, and we focus on our Grout on max like we did last time, but this time we have Instant in the back, right? Because Instant would have been a bit better there for our flexibility. Or we go with the Venusaur mode and forego the Cherrim, which honestly wouldn't even be a bad call either, because I felt like Cherrim was more so like kind of being babysit there. Like Cherrim, I think, had a bigger impact the first game, so I kind of don't mind going with Venusaur this time, like Venusaur Zacian maybe. Groudon, yeah, I feel like this would just work fine. So I don't really want to lead. I don't want to lead Instant because if they default back to Thunderous Lead, then we're in trouble, right? So I don't really want to do that. By leading Zacian, we get the Behemoth Blade pressure, and then we can max our Venusaur and just like a Vine Lash, right? Or like do something else. So like we have some options there. So I don't really want to. I want to avoid as many risks as possible. So that's the plan. I feel like it's either going to be back to Thunderous for Matteo, or it's going to be same ring. It's probably the decision that's happening right now, to be quite honest. I feel like Venusaur is like kind of necessary in this matchup for me. At least like the screens one, because like getting that residual is like super big. We haven't taken Instant these past two games, so it might just make him think that, like, Thunderous might not be as good, you know? But we'll see. Kyogre, I'm sorry. Okay, perfect. This is, like, a really solid lead for us, then. We're just gonna go super aggressive and just get 2 KOs this turn. Like, literally, it's gonna be all focused around KOs. Like, I'm just gonna get a ton of damage done on the board. We're gonna KO the Grim, and we're gonna go for a Vine Lash and try and KO the Kyogre immediately. We could even Sleep Powder if we really want to, but that's like a little greedy. I don't think the Ogre Max gets committed here, because I think the Ogre Max could just be lost, but we'll see. Okay. Definitely no regret my choice. I mean, we need to go for that damage, right? Okay. Venusaur can still do, like, some big work for us, so. Okay. I'm really curious to see if Ogre Max, honestly. Did Max. Okay, it might have Max guarded. But we'll see. Hailstorm, maybe? Interesting. Okay. Okay, Behemoth Blade comes out here. That's like super bulky. I'm almost convinced actually that's AV. I'm pretty convinced that's AV actually. Could have protected Zacian here, I guess. Alright, that's not good. Alright, so we know the Groudon is not going to be able to KO the Instant here because the Instant Shuka, right? So we need to think about how we're going to set up our endgame properly so that we can win the game, right? So my thoughts is that like late game Groudon can win, right? So like I want to bring an Instant here because Instant actually allows us to fake out the opposing Instant, which would put us in a better spot, right? And then getting in Groudon at the opportune time would be like better for us, right? So could also just max Geyser here and remove, and then getting Groudon and then just double KO. Not double KO, but like I'd be in a better spot. If I get it wrong, then I'm like kind of in a poopy position. I mean, I guess I'm already in a bad position. I have to get the turn right. Bright doesn't think I'm gonna KO here, so honestly, I feel pretty confident doing this. Like, it's tricky, right? Because realistically, like, I could also just be going for damage on the Ogre, right? But I feel like Precipice Blades plus Vine Lash will pick it up next turn, and realistically, like, I don't want to give the opportunity to reset. Give me a second, I'm getting a call. Alright. Okay, so here's the tricky thing that we need to figure out now. Now we need to get a double KO, right? We need to Precipice Blades and Vine Lash into the Ogre slot, or we need to call that they're going to swap out the Ogre, and we need the Swords Dance here. I kind of want to call that they're going to swap, to be quite honest with you. Because, like, the double up actually kills. So I'm going to take the risk here. I'm going to take the risk here because we're so behind in the game that we kind of need to get a turn right. I'm going to take the risk. Okay, we didn't necessarily get it right. That's not the best. Yeah, I was calling the instant swap there. It kind of sucks. Alright, let's see what they do. I think I definitely outplayed myself that turn. A little bit. That being said, though, I don't think we're in range of a Zacian Behemoth Blade. So, it's definitely like an interesting endgame, because actually we could still win this. There's going to be very tight margins. See, I think it's in range of blades. Like, we're +1. We're literally +1. The thing is, though, is Instant might come in to try and cycle on us. In that case, then we're in a bad spot, right? That's also... Oh, no, we're +2. Oh, no, my bad. We're +2. We're actually better off than I thought. Kind of want a Weather Ball here. Like, we need to get the KO, right? So... I even probably Earth Power here now. Like Earth Power and Precipice Blades. Yeah. Our Groudon's faster, so. That's really good that missed. Okay, Precipice Blades comes out. We should just double KO here, though, right? Yeah, we double KO. Okay. It all comes down to how good we think Groudon is, I guess. I don't think Thunder Wave on Venusaur would have made a difference, to be quite honest with you. Problem is there's Substitute in play, right? Like, that's annoying. But our Groudon is +1. But I feel like there's just an attack coming. You could just call Protect. Makes a lot of sense for me to Protect here, actually. If we take Fake Out Chip, we might not live the Behemoth Blade. That's the thing. I feel like there is actually a Fake Out into Dawn and like a Behemoth Blade in the Venu happening here always, like from their perspective, right? But I want to cover if they go for a sub, because it might just like player diff it and call that we're gonna make a better play, right? So. Okay. See, unfortunately, we took a little bit extra chips, so now our ranges are a little like questionable. I could have protected here, but I didn't really want a substitute to go up, so I kind of have to make that play, you know? Like, a substitute fake out in the Venusaur, I just insta lose the game off of that, I'm pretty sure. I guess I don't. Maybe I should just protect it. I don't know. Like... Because if I get that right, then I just win, right? It's kind of a throw for them. Like, it sets me up to, like, beat them if they throw, you know? So, like, you kind of have to go for a play like that, but it really depends whether or not the Groudon lives here. Please connect. Does this live? It might... I'm not sure if it lives. It's gonna be close. Okay, it dies. Alright. Oh, I crit! Oh, man. Alright, this is gonna be really tight. All comes down to Groudon versus Zacian here. I mean, name something more appropriate, I guess. A very close endgame. I should have protected, because I would have had more health, but we'll see. Oh, Groudon takes it. Oh, dude, what a close game. What a close game, dude. Oh, the crit didn't matter there. I KO for sure, but that was nice to connect. Jeez, dude. Dude, what an insane set. I'll have Mateo's channel linked in the description, guys. Make sure to check him out. Super good set, dude. Wow. That was like honestly insane. The sword scenes that we set up was actually huge. So that's kind of the end game I was thinking about, because you have to beat the Zacian in the back, right? And Sun won't be set. So basically what we did there was we just set up so that we could beat the Zacian instant end game. And like the Intimidate wouldn't really impact the game. The problem is that you know, we ended up critting the instant because it was Shuka, right? So probably could have taken it. But no, it was a solid set, you know. I definitely enjoyed the game. I'm kind of unsure. I feel like Matteo probably would have won without the crit on the instant. That being said, I'm not sure like how much damage it did. Because Reflect was up, right? So kind of tricky there. But no, definitely a great game. Make sure to check out Mateo's channel. Make sure to support me on Patreon if you guys are interested. The team is up there as well. I may or may not do a video on this team, but it'll definitely be up on the Patreon. Make sure to check out coaching as well if you guys would like to improve your skills. Thank you guys so much for support as usual. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Or not next stream, next video. Jesus. Alright guys. Thanks. Peace.